there are basically 6 domains patrol dogs work in: tracking and trailing, searching areas or buildings, locating items of evidence, um, defending officers and innocent parties, and physically apprehending, fleeing, or resisting suspects. But the new one that's in there, they're a really powerful tool for de-escalation. Critics will argue they're actually an escalator rather than a de-escalator, but used wisely, dogs are a powerful de-escalation tool because they can give you advanced knowledge of a suspect's presence, or at least evidence to indicate the suspect might or might not be there. That can allow you to go ahead and slow things down and make better tactical decisions. They're also a deterrent to flight or resistance for many people. So when we get to this, these core competencies have to be built around the team capabilities, the handler capabilities, the knowledge and skills of that handler, and that handler's discernment, then the dog capabilities, and put those two together, and then you can figure out what the team is actually capable of doing. And you can define those missions pretty clearly in those 6 domains we talked about. Trouble is, there are currently few, if any, law-mandated core competency assessments for knowledge. The basic certifications that some states have or that some organizations have give you the floor. They're the basics. That's the minimum. But it doesn't really talk about how you tactically deploy, because each agency is going to have a different tactical playbook, and you have to figure out, how do we integrate canine operations into that tactical playbook that in a way that doesn't pull other officers out of their good tactics, and it doesn't interfere with the ability of the dog to do its job. And that takes work, that takes practice, that takes actually integrating with the patrol force. Um, in the end, effective maintenance training is not about putting in time. It's about focusing on building and enhancing those core competencies. And you got to do that with carefully designed exercises, repeated and practiced in different environments and under different stressors. You have to test decision making. You have to teach people how to make decisions under pressure. That is at the root of almost all the core competencies. Once you do that, you can build a robust canine team that can handle all sorts of unforeseen challenges. They have the skills. And I would recommend for that actually you focus on a narrow skill set, build that with deep fluency and deep stimulus control, rather than teaching a dog that knows a lot of stuff kind of well. You're better off with really solid sits and downs. You could probably get away with 4 or 5 behaviors that will keep you out of trouble, as opposed to a whole lot of other sexy stuff like laser guidance and things like that. That's useful, but not at the expense of focusing on the core competencies, and we go from there.